Sagittarius, what's up? Welcome back to another Four Paths Healing Tarot message. Got a little rocking there on the camera. I am delighted to bring to you another reading. My name is Dee. If you are new to the space, welcome. If you are returning, well, hey, welcome back. I'm glad that you decided to check me out again. Hopefully I have something good for you, something that you can take and use, and it could be helpful to you. Last week we looked at the good news coming, the good stuff coming, what's on the horizon, because spring is oftentimes a reawakening season for us. And so I felt inspired to go there, and today we're getting back to the love, okay? So we're looking at the connection that you have with someone else, for those of you who are dealing with someone or who you have someone on your mind, because for some of you Sagittarius, you're not probably even talking to this person. Maybe there's this weird wonky energy, someone that you have feelings for, and you're literally in the process of manifesting someone new, okay? That's what I want to say, Sagittarius, for some of you. And then some of you, you are in a new thing, and while you're in this new thing, you're definitely being confronted with working through things from the past, things that you've gone through in the past, for sure. Okay, so take this message how it resonates, but I'll be sure to do my part and communicate who I'm speaking to as these themes pop up, okay? So here we go. When it comes to the connection, Sagittarius, between you and whoever's been on your mind, the first card that comes out is manifesting the one. Beautiful energy. Very soon your true love will arrive. So for those of you Sagittarius where recently you had to close the door on something, you had to shut something down, you had to end something, it was just too ugly, too messy, too whatever, too much drama, whatever you are doing, because this is showing up beneath my confirming deck, I feel this is you as the King of Pentacles. You are building and preparing for people. I'm going to say the person that is going to be your partner, the person you're going to date, but also community that is fitting for who you are and what you deserve. Also, too, in this new connection, for those of you where you are reconnecting with someone, or you are deciding to date a little bit, that is really what's on your mind. You're focused right now on ensuring that you are not settling. You realize at this point, Sagittarius, because of what you've been through, that you don't have to settle in love. And that's a resounding message here. Proposal out here for the energy related to this connection. And it says your romance is about to evolve. Your romance is about to evolve and level up. So some of you may be having an opportunity to move in together. And this has been a theme that I've been seeing in a lot of different signs. Move in together, thinking about starting a family together. For some of you, you're coming out of something where you thought the person that you were recently dealing with was the one. You thought that you would marry this person. You were possibly thinking about proposing to this person, and for whatever reason, it didn't pan out. And so there's a residual of that energy in this connection for you, because that is what you are resolving and clearing out. Then there is friendly support here. And it says, fairies, guides, and friends give aid. For those of you where you are out of a connection and you went through something really painful in your recent history within the last 6 months to a year, there are people around you who want to support you if you haven't tapped into them yet. There are people around you who genuinely want to see you happy, for sure, with seeing that friendly support here. As a matter of fact, it may be someone who has been a friend to you offering support that might gradually, you might come to find that this possibly can be someone that you could date or be with or connect on a more intimate level. So that's what I'm picking up by seeing those cards out here. Now I'm going to get to the tarot that popped out for this connection. I feel like there are two themes here. The first card that popped out was the Four of Wands in reverse. and the moon popped out sideways. So this gives vibes of you're either in a connection or you're recently coming out of a connection where you thought that you would have an opportunity to level up, whatever that means for you, get into perhaps a marriage, get into a home together, start building your sense of foundation and belonging together, whatever that looks like for you, traditionally or non-traditionally. And unfortunately for some of you, it became clear that what you had in mind would not work for this particular connection. And I got that strongly because the Ten of Cups also popped in as a reversal card. So there was some type of desire for this. Maybe you or the other person or both of you, or maybe wanting it but not at the same time, not being on the same page. It feels like not being on the same page about having your connection go to the higher level, or a higher level in the way that you both imagine that it could or should. And when I confirmed the Four of Wands in reverse, the Chariot popped out, as well as another four, but this one is the Four of Pentacles. Someone in this connection was holding on too tightly to maybe another way of being. Maybe they had kind of like a battle mentality, war conquest mentality, extremely independent, or they had their own way or own ideas about how a relationship or a connection should go. Because this is the miser of the tarot, just holding on extremely tight. And then the Chariot is forward movement to be victorious. It's a 7 energy, but not the rest kind of 7. It's like, I know that I get to carry on and be victorious, that part of that 7 energy. And so with this being in reverse, it really feels like in this connection right now, if you're dealing with someone, there is a little bit of a challenge right now with getting on the same page about what it would look like for us to come together. There are some pieces, some habits, some ideas, some belief sets, maybe things related to money, where someone in this connection is not wanting to let go and surrender to what could happen when both of you come together and bring your love together. Someone is in fear, okay, because the Nine of Wands is out here too. A lot of experiences. This person has a bandaged head, and that means a lot of different things, but guards, they've used their experiences to actually protect them. Now, this guarded energy could be good. It's a wonderful way to slow down, pace yourself, and to make sure things are all right. But these wands kind of made to you look like the Eight of Swords, right? It still serves as some type of prison, a prison of boundaries. Someone in this connection is going through that right now. Now, that's what I'm feeling for those of you where you are dealing with someone right now. There is some guarded energy, someone not wanting to let their guards down so that you all can take this Four of Wands reversal and move it into an upright position. Take this reversal of Ten of Cups and move it upright. There's challenge there. And for some of you, or you and the other person, one of you in the connection, I mean, you're not exactly clear about the root of what is possibly slowing this down. But I'm here to tell you, someone is guarded and they're in fear. Now, some of you, you are not in contact with the person that has been on your mind and your heart because you likely want to move on. The person in your recent past was not good for you. You probably have had times where you're like, okay, but were they, did I make the right decision? That's normal when you decide to close something down, but something definitely has been closed down in this connection. And this person who you closed things down with likely were from your past, and things begin to change rapidly in how this connection closed down and went down. Now, this could be for my Scorpio, Sag cuspers, or you could have been dealing with someone who was another Sagittarius, or someone who, because the 9 is out here as well as the 8, these are my Sagittarius cards, or someone who is a Scorpio. And so the way that things ended in this connection Excuse the background noise. It's a lot going on. But the way that this situation ended, it ended very, very rapidly and out of nowhere. For some of you, it could be that there was a random change of address. Someone had to move, someone had to change jobs, someone changed who they were with this movement here, and it happened fast. And for some of you, Sagittarius, you're now a bit guarded because of that experience. Okay, so switch around the energies the way that you need to. The person that is on your mind, whether you are together or you are separate right now, the oracle messages for them or from their heart, it says, you were the best thing in my life. For those of you where you're still connected, this person definitely still holds you deeply in their heart, even if they've been closed off and not willing or able to show that. They can't stop thinking about you. Beneath this card in my deck, two that popped out. I left when I saw you with someone. Could be suspicion of there being someone else in the picture. Someone that you probably are dealing with or were dealing with has a little bit of insecurity. They're the ones who are showing up with the nine of wands because they've been through something. This might not be as literal as what it's saying here, but having some insecurity about being hurt, or, you know, getting a little bit of a thought that there might be third party or someone on the outside of the relationship and getting really defensive. That's what that feels like to me. And for those of you who you are apart, they are afraid to contact you. Another thing that just came up, for those of you where you are dealing with someone, but they are guarded, they're not really forthcoming with their words. It feels like there is a challenge to communicate truly and authentically their insecurities, their fears, and what it is that why they're holding on so deeply to those wands or to these pentacles if it's not you, Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius, this could be you. It could be that you have ideas, goals, ambitions. There's something that you really want. And you're very particular about that. And this could be a root of some of the relational challenges that you've had. Sometimes it's us, right? But for whoever this Four of Pentacles is showing up as, this I'm afraid to contact you feels like more of that energy. I'm afraid to step into it and give a little bit more, or go into that deep emotional place, especially if you've been dealing with a Cancer, a Pisces, because I'm seeing that as well, or a Scorpio. They're water signs. Everything is deep with them. Everything is a feeling word for them. So that could have been a little bit challenging. Okay, so some cards that comes up for the person: the Six of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Wands, King of Cups. This feels like Pisces. Could be another fire sign, Aries here with the Queen of Wands. Could be a Leo as well. But those cards off the rip says that this person is a wonderful, loving person, warm, compassionate, but they could be fiery if triggered, for sure. There's something about commitment and community here that they're really dedicated to. They may be really prideful, maybe fearful about what people think. Maybe they are insecure about what they think people think about the two of you being together, or whatever that is. But there is an energy with them where their communication right now might be limited. I do sense that they have a hard time communicating really what's happening, but they might use passive aggressiveness. They may use words and language that is cutting, that is harsh, to win an argument and to get out of really talking about what's really on their heart. In this particular spread, this Page of Swords feels like the part of communication that is not overthought. You know, when we're beautiful babies, when we're kids, we just say what's on our mind. That hurt me, mommy. Don't do that, daddy. Ew, get away from me. You stink, you know. Kids just say what they need to say. And that's how, you know, us adults, we tend to them because they are authentic. They don't really think that there's any reason to be guarded with what they say. But with this in the connection, this feels like they have a way of communicating, or they had a way of communicating, for those of you where you scrap that. They had a way of communicating, or have a way of communicating that kind of keeps them from being able to just say directly what they're working through, their challenges. But what it shows up like is this kind of catty, kind of, you know, possibly even arrogant way of communicating what their needs are. It's a tit for tat type of thing. They are kind of on a new journey. whoever you're dealing with or were dealing with, they want to be free of potentially that way of communicating because they want you, they desire you. If there's any connection here or a sign of connection or potential of that, there is a desire to have an opportunity with you. They have capacity to have that with you. It just feels like there has been a loss in connection because of a lot of guards. I guess that would be the main theme of all of this. Beneath their deck is another Pisces card, the moon card here. So there may be layers to this person that gradually comes out that makes it challenging for you, Sagittarius, to feel comfortable, or vice versa. Sagittarius, it might be something about this person where you're not sure if you can give them all of your truth or that you want to share with them all of your pieces. And so maybe they're wanting their proposal and you're just like, hey, like slow down. I've been through a lot. Switch around the energies how you need to. And I support you, whatever you need to do to feel whole and safe in a connection. Take your time, right? We're going to get some final messages out here for you, Sagittarius, from God, Angel, Spirit Guides to close up this reading. God, Angel, Spirit Guides, any final messages for Sagittarius? What do you want Sagittarius to know? Messages for Sagittarius, please. Thank you, God, Angel, Spirit Guides. Okay, what else? Okay. You have It's Up to You. So some of you may have been dealing with someone and you're deciding if you want to just go ahead and end it, get back together, stay together. It's definitely up to you, okay? You have to choose. I will say this, in this life, joy, abundance, prosperity is your birthright. And anything that helps get you closer to that, and obviously soul healing too, right? We got to heal. So anything that helps you get to those things and it's organic, that's usually the direction to go in. I don't know how that helps or if that helps. Self-esteem here. It says, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. With this card being out here for your person, Sagittarius, if you were dealing with anyone that made you feel small, made you feel silly, made you feel like you're not enough, that is an important orange, yellow, blue, red flag, okay? Because Sagittarius, you are so valuable. You have so many gifts. Every time I've worked at a company that was led by a Sagittarius, the company was upward towards at least $1 million business. I know that's so random, but I'm saying that to say that Sagittarius have a gift of really pulling people together and galvanizing. So if in any way you were or are dealing with someone that has made you feel less than the wonderful Sagittarius, I know you are. Okay, there's a problem. There's a problem. I'm just saying, for whatever my 2 cents is worth. Okay, cool. Judgment here, and it says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. I don't know how that resonates. Maybe empathy needs to come into work, maybe not. Adversity, and it says, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. My wonderful Sagittarius, that is what I have for you. 18 minutes and 10 seconds later. If you have not subscribed to this spot, this jam, this channel, and you like it, I'd love for you to join the family by subscribing. If you can't do all of that, the jury is still out on me. You're like, I don't even know if I like you yet, girl. I understand. Thank you for choosing me today. And I hope I get to see you next week in another 4 Paths Healing Tarot message. Take care. Bye.